Talking point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Well, are you ready for go? Me, I'd already, but not to today. Well, from there, we go now in the studio to bring with current affairs program. Good morning, Salon. So stay tuned.
From New England View Studio, good morning and welcome back from the weekend and to another edition of the program, Good Morning Salon, the first one for this week. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM, today on Monday, July 22nd, 2024. We will bring the program come to you this Monday morning. Me, Nasap to you, Kalon.
And Mena Musa Kamara, good morning. In today's edition of the program, Good Morning Salon, the Director of Prevention and Public Education at the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Task Force, Albert Sherif, say data collection on human trafficking and child labor don't be one big challenge for the Commission. The President-elect for the Salon Reporters Union, Yeno Kabia, don't promise for work with reporter them for solve the welfare challenge with them they get. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy, go talk to two main political party them in the country. We'll go talk about President Bio in 1 year in office.
Well, this plus other story them there for you inside this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon. And remember, say the list we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and also na Leo Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy, for bringing the program come to you. From we partner radio station them, you the list we live from Radio Shalom, 89.5 na Koina Dugo in Falaba districts. On Radio Malane 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moa 105.5 na Kailao, Vopade Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sando na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, and also on Jange Radio on 99.3 FM na Lower Bond District. The program na Good Morning Salon, you can be part of them by way I go send your message or comment to the number 077-981-981, or you go now Radio Democracy Facebook page and be part of this edition of the program Good Morning Salon.
The program Good Morning Salon Day continue. We start for look at issues with New Englandville community. One main challenge we don't really complain about that the issue of water. And this then say decide when they get water, get serious challenge. And then they call on authorities them for help them for solve this water challenge at the New Englandville community. For more on this, we join Mohammed Lamin Kibe.
The New Englandville community, then at the Western Area Urban District. This community they host plenty ministry, departments and agency. But even with all this, people in this community they face serious challenge for get access to clean water for drink and do other work them. Inside one interview with Radio Democracy, some people in this community explain what the challenge them within they face for sake of the bad condition where the water side the face.
No, they go get they say most of the part that they don't well. Like that bridge, for example, they don't well. And most of we they picking SF, that place they not look child friendly for we. And some of food bucket that they well will come back now. So people they get for between for that day.
The water side don't damage, it don't crack, it don't broke. Even the bridge also the kid don't broke. Yesterday I go broke. I even for that.
Now for sake of this, making them community people here call on government and some other Soyas organization them for their support.
Government can put a bill you as a side, like what them bill are fine. Because like this is what they bill, so you don't bill are fine. They just go back to what's in the mollet. But if they're able to come bill and fine, maybe in a way that we ain't go
Inside Komon-Tok and Mami Peters, when our youth lead, who they serve as caretaker for this community water side, explain some of the things them we they don't do. Now the water side and also call on Soyas body them for their support.
The water side, when the water come this trip, it damaged the place heavy from last year. That heavy when we did that damages, we able to recover it up to now. But we they ask for help at least because we don't get us some finance, but that financing not go able to do anything. You go start, but you're not going to able to do what you want. So they call for help, may they help because the place don't danger for look. At least pass manga for the taking time, they tell people they say, hey, na commander, not fine, all this. So now so they were saying they just so force. And the last latter days they become fun with the help we make this place, but actually the way they make the place, water can erase the broke. The slabs them undermine inside the tank they so like that area and then they damage right now and they damage and they will get for concentrate this dry season. Yeah, we call for Soyat organizations them at least make themselves come and watch for themselves and look, we need help at least because right now cement iron rod not easy because the stone will get and work.
Now for sake of this, Sheikh Mustafa Dumbuya, when an elder in this community being gets for show the amount of money within the community water side fund. And same way, so say this couple not go have for settle all the problem for ensure say this water side in a better condition.
Maybe go meet the man who put in charge, tell and say waiting that going forward for make it and the people like can broke. So himself, I don't go meet her because we don't get a stone them, get a stone, you don't get a material them for make her. Already the season don't go come back so now. Let me take a now they in the process for see don't go make because don't get a material they all. Because small money back in a fund we can give me where I think say now one day on top we buy sand and cement do in attempt the way the go seize. But the money waiting at the fund is not better because now about 1,450,000 in the fund. So they get that. Well the challenge we they face with the ask government if they themselves go able for can help we follow improve the water side if like na side we broke so safe. We go able make but at least government better self can assist you logo make a more properly so that people don't go get any problem at the water side. People don't go able use the water side very effectively and no problem no go did it.
Sheikh Mustafa Dumbuya end up say as community people then go work with any Soyat organization we go come and support them for solve this challenge with the community water side face. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mohammed Lamin Kebe, the reports.
From now reporting on England, with the program we listen to na Good Morning Salon, and inside the program we look at another issue. This BNTM one bridge na Makeni na Kamakwe Road be for them, and because of these people where they use this bridge, don't defend and difficult for do them different business them. For no waiting government don't they do for make this bridge. Reporter Osman Kamabi talk to the Director General and Salon Roads Authority Alfred Jalil Momodu. We say by Tuesday, SLRS don't make back one bypass road where people would use for so take government to make back this bridge. Well, engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu talk more to reporter Osman Kamara.
We get a responsibility over all roads and road-related structures, ferries and bridges in this country. So now we foresee say would they develop new ones then? Would they maintain the other one they will get? And some will go down, deteriorate to a certain level, now go rehabilitate them. And of course, the general maintenance of facilities there.
All right. As you mentioned, say one of our mandates now for look at bridges across the country. Witness the status so far in terms of the bridge that we'll get.
Well, we get scores of hundreds of bridges around the whole country, and some are major bridges and some are minor bridges and we follow up on them. We are doing inspections on them. We investigate the conditions. Then some of them in excellent conditions, some good, some fair, and of course some in the bad shape. But the fact is, we look at them all and we prioritize them, and then we take actions on them, as and when necessary.
All right. So how often una can inspect some of them bridge there?
Well, we the bridges and so many around the country, so they look at them. When we don't see, for example, they're in excellent condition, then we not go down like on the annual basis. They're in good condition, probably after 2 years, they'll look at them. So as in condition, they deteriorate, then the frequency, of inspections, they increase.
Okay, most of the bridges, them waiting at the lifespan.
Then they vary based on the time where they build them, the purpose. When I say purpose, the traffic where they build them for, But normally bridges will last from between 50, 75 to 100 years. And in fact, the recent one that they do now, the very major ones, then we target really in 75 to 100 years.
All right. Recently, we are in one bridge for them now, up country. Waiting at the reason so far for that.
Okay, in the first place, the bridge will get a maintenance issue where we will closely look at. In fact, that's the time I don't know whether we look at the papers, tender been there out for that day, people then respond to the tender, we don't evaluate the bid, we'll be just there about to sign a contract, then that unfortunate incident happened. But then it's also an old bridge, as a matter of fact. So which means those are the sort of bridges that we can be very careful how they handle, we impose load restrictions. Sometimes we talk to communities about the load. Sometimes we can talk to law enforcement officers, and we can adjacent then facilities and they about the the loads and so forth and so on. So that particular bridge, like how we all know, on that unfortunate night, a truck where being loaded with aggregates, that stone, go claim inside, and a bridge made up of small slabs and come together, and a few of the slabs then begin issue when I really the maintenance thing will be need for cast and it was okay for light vehicles, but for heavy vehicles, actually when that heavily loaded truck go inside it, well, one of the slabs then give way, and then of course the motorcast itself go inside the bridge. That now the road really connect McKinney to Kamakwe. But then get the turn that they call it on Mateum, where they close it. The closest turn where they call it Mateum. In fact, they call it now Mateum Bridge. So now along that axis, that incident occur.
All right. From where this incident happened, waiting the authority don't do so far, because people live in that area and then get for good food stuff and other things. Them.
Well, the moment the incident happened, we immediately dispatch a team of engineers, and they then go there, and I think in a couple of hours we pull out a press release. We really detail actions and what we need for take, and they be categorized into 3. We can get the immediate one when I mean for ensure so we restore traffic there, at least for light vehicles, okadas, people that where they apply the routes, and within the next 2 days or so we'll be able to do that one day. So the next part will for move on to now the intermediate one. The intermediate one get for put in place a facility. We go ensure say vehicles of all capacity. I mean all loading arrangements, trucks, them light vehicles and so forth and so on. They all go able pass the. And at that first day now, as I speak to you, with the mobilized materials and at the site. So which means between Monday, probably by Tuesday, we suppose for done substantially complete the restoration of that bypass day to a level where will be make all vehicles and of all categories and go will pass the medium-term plan. The long-term plan, the bridge collapse, and there's nothing we can do else about it except we reconstruct that bridge. It's about 35 meters. That tells you in capital requirement, huge. But we're done there in discussions with the Ministry of Finance, the road maintenance funds, and so forth and so on. So waiting to happen next is now within the budget season, we'll include that into the 2025 budget. Of course, even if money be available, we're not able for adequately intervene at this point in the year, because rains again for Kante until October or November, and it's a bridge, so obviously water go affect it. So I mean, we use this period for law include that into the budget, and then come next year when we implement to budget, then we go think about the reconstruction of that bridge.
As citizens, we all get role and responsibility as we for keep some of them facilities and they in good shape. What think will be your message so far to citizens in general? We at times maybe can use some of the road them or bridge them the wrong way.
Right. So one of the major ways and way they can use with bridges in the wrong way now, the load. People then, especially when they get heavy trucks, they can just load down, overload and overload and overload. And not only the bridges, they affect the road and infrastructure generally, because the road they design, then designed for carry a particular maximum level of load, especially on the axles that we said entire the day. So if you exceed that limit, it only do you as an individual and personally good, but it destroy this country, because everybody else in this country they benefit from them facilities. Like waiting happen, if that truck not being as low as it was, obviously that kind of situation for the whole call, because the bridge being relatively okay for light vehicles and continuously for good light trucks there. So I feel say we forbidden for let them take some amount of responsibility for how then they use structures there in the road, generally. And when we give warnings, then you also find for me the heat to them warnings and So I think that's how far we people are supposed to go. Otherwise, they affect to all as a country.
Well, inside our interview there, you just listen to the Director General at the Salon Roads Authority, Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu. We will talk to reporter Osman Kamara for Sika Road and one bridge also where they say for them this the internal marketing na Kamakwe. And according to Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu, is say by Tuesday they go to make bypass road where people go to use force. So the government get for make back this bridge. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We will bring this edition come to you this Monday, raining morning. May not up to you, Kalon.
And Musakama Namini Sapti emphasize on the rain in Monday morning.
Well, Intino decide all day. Regent and sport.
It don't be a rainy weekend and a rain in the morning.
Exactly.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue the country from 98.1 FM. As we mentioned, it's a 1 power headline stories, and today they look inside President Bio in 6 years of rule and 1 year in the second term. Waiting how the two political parties then go describe the President Bio administration. Now we program for today's edition of the program Good Morning Salon. And for Sekadas, I want to welcome Joe Cisse from the Strategic Communications Unit at the Minister of Information and Civic Education. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
And they expect a representative from the All People's Congress APC party anytime from now inside the program Good Morning Salon. Well, they take 1 power headline stories. Them Usai, the Salon Reporters Union on Saturday been get the election. Usai then pick the executive for run the association inside the next 3 years. Usai the president-elect Kabia say he go work with reporters them now the country for ensure say then solve the welfare challenge we then don't get. For more on this, we join Adeyemi Jackson.
In exercise of the powers conferred on the Slad Chief Electoral Commissioner, I hereby declare the following people duly elected as executive members in the SLRU Regional and National Executive, respectively. Eastern Region, Regional Representative, Commander Susan Kumba. Northern Region, Regional Representative, Florence Umukanuba. Southern Region, vacant. National Executive, President, Kabia Yeno Esther.
Zainab Joki, Slad Chief Electoral Commissioner, they announced the names of the different regional and executive member them for the Salon Reporters Union. This come after where the Salon Reporters Union, when a body where they work for the interests of reporter them across the country, been decided for all the national election Saturday, July 20 this year. Usai then go pick Esther Kabia for being national president, Ronald Morovia for being secretary general, and other one them. This election, now one way plenty observer them, like the National Election Watch new, believe say, being free, fair, and transparent. Esther Kabia, when are the newly elected president for the Salon Reporters Union, we start to talk about how he feel when he win the election.
And I feel happy and also at all this position. I know all I'm as myself as an individual reporter, or I all I'm say this particular position I don't all I'm so now for 98.1 no. Me na the president of the Sierra Leone Reporters Union and me na the president for all reporters them na the country and na for reporters that are there for and na for the welfare are there for and na for the welfare are they talk for.
It continues to say part of in short-term plan now for set up the Salon Reporters Union office, develop database for all reporters across the country and other one them.
Waiting next now for work on the manifesto because during the time we'll be the campaign team, we been talk about plenty things the way we say we for doing at the union because as we all know the union we don't sound like even though the past executive them they do their own part, we self been come and campaign on different things the way we talk say if we win then see how we they do. We get with short term and with long term goal. We go start first with short term goal where the first one I follow go make back with secretariat, make back the office because as we be the say during we campaign and now we go to the office now we office na store and then in our short term goal we go ready for go make that secretariat. The other thing back within our short-term goal now for we database for we reporters there. We get for register we reporters them all over the country. You say you there, we reach out to you, we register you, we snap you, do all thing, get you information. Then we get forget we websites now we short-term goal and then we get forget we websites. That website they now don't get for put all thing but we reporters then get for print ID cards for we reporters them. Now we short-term goals there and the constitution, the past executive then get for do the handover and get for handover then they all now the documents then get for handover we get for review and back take them back to we reporters them out there and tell them say na so they wait to na want then they all now with short term goals.
After Westland Chief Electoral Commissioner, we don't announce the result for the various positions them. I been talk to reporters them, but waiting they expect from the Yenokabia executive.
Well, my name is Samuel Bangwa, the work for SABC TV. I expect much from the executive. I hope that they will work with their opponents for they will see better condition of service for the reporters. If we look at the reporters union, we don't die for a long time. We hope that with in your leadership, the reporters union go act fast for let them see to the welfare of the reporters. So we hope say go put a good mechanism in place for with the reporters and welfare. That's not a paramount. So wait a bit talk during a campaign and say that's gonna be really nice. Say it go work with labor and with offices and for the welfare good for with the reporters.
Mina Estanene Kamara, I work on a Rise Radio. Well, they expect when they don't win this particular election, they go work for CC, they meet up to the welfare of journalists, and they will look into issues the way don't they affect journalists them, like the issues of NASIT, maybe before say like Boku journalists the way they work now, they don't get NASIT where they want for them. And we all know say NASIT now something way before say they put today for you tomorrow. In a sense, you have half money you put in a corner where you go down retire, same way age go down tell on you not go able for work again. That money they now in benefit. Now they able for they take half they do you half so like we put we open to us and it seems as they don't win this election that they were able to meet up to the welfare of journalists.
Different reporters that will be present for this election. Hope say the Yenokabia executive could come improve the standard of reporter them in the country. Inside this election, Zainab Sunkari Kuruma may go for vice president, Masa Kalon Yanga, financial secretary, Jonathan Turner, public relations officer, and them position also be go unopposed. Women say they don't be part of the new executive for the Society for Radio Democracy. Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
Jazz Records, we make the dance so flawed. One word, one God, we not the same blood. Got this charge, ever ready to massage you. And when I'm charged, you gon' feel extra large. Shake on, shake on, shake on, shake on. Urban Jazz Records, now people we charge you. If you not bella, then sabotage you. East to the west, we not the best. God bless, no, we can't go suppress. But we the type of go before my God, I want for test below. We not the type where they bank and local, solo, all dog, all in bone. Shake your body, for this now you don't. We on a salon, don't come for back, so we got clap around. All man team now, they clap, they all now we get fantastic. Baba na baba, brana bra, come on, ya go over yonder. You spend the fish amanda. Me now you commander, not the big propaganda. No we flip, no surrender. Who that got them blessed, now which one no go suppress? East to the west, we not the best. A good player, not the best for best. I go sing, make you dance, till you sweat. And that's how you go for the play me cassette. I'm ready to dance records, now people in charge. If you not Bella, let's sabotage illusion. East to the west, we not the best illusion. That got them blessed, now which one no go suppress?
Congratulations. You get from that report, Kabia get elected as president for the Salon Reporters Union. SAPTU?
Well, indeed, as we don't begin to take leadership roles, as one of we don't take now. So, therefore, this is more coming from Radio Democracy, and we hope say the promises made by Esther Kabia as president for all reporter them, it will live up to expectation. If not, we go call
and
to account.
Been there last week, make promises, then campaign, and we get for all among them promises.
Sure.
They on record. We get for the ASCAM, and but congratulations, Kabia and the entire executive for on the election for the Salon Reporters Union leadership for the next 3 years. Well, as we mentioned earlier, today inside the program Good Morning Salon, we look at President Bill in 1 year in office. We get a view from the different political party then. Where you don't follow democracy really, we don't get experts, we don't get civil societies, we don't get ordinary citizens then. For look at President Bill in 1 year in the second term and in 6 year governance na the country. Well, ahead of a town hall meeting for update the public about what they're not able to achieve and what they plan for achieve, challenges and successes. Whether democracy, they look at in 1 year in office. As introduced earlier, Joe Cisse from the Strategic Communications Unit, the Minister of Information and Communication, they represent the SLPP party, the program this morning. And also we expect representative from the All People's Congress APC party anytime from now in the studio. Good morning, Joe Cisse, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon, once again.
Good morning.
President Bio in 6 years of administration, 1 year in his second term. From the Strategic Communications Unit, as you represent the Salon People's Party in the program, how you can describe them?
Well, we all know that these are very challenging times from the time where His Excellency take office globally. Just 1 year, some months where he can office. Now Corona come to the world, and where Corona come, we see it happen. Shut down the entire world. It affects the world economy, and we being part of the world, it affects ourselves. And so many other challenges where they come from the world, the Russia-Ukraine war, etc., etc. So all of them say they don't affect you. But however, because His Excellency is a visionary leader, they don't able for some months and challenges today. We all see from the time where he come, where he tells you he gets a flagship project where free quality education. So people will say it's not possible. But then it will amount just 6 months where he take office, and we all see the effect of that one day today. We see the number of people in the order where they don't access school don't pass over 1 million, up to 1,400,500. We they see school fees they go on. We they see the number of people that they take and pass public exams don't increase. A lot of positives, even up to tertiary level. We they see more graduates they come out. And a lot of things that happen in education, we don't make the entire world they acclaim we now as one of the countries who do very, very well by education. So we don't get that one day, and several other things back we don't happen. Then even as we don't come in the second term, it don't continue because we say you could consolidate the gains, and then gains and they consolidate, and then 5 big changes we'll get. We now the manifesto commitment that we make in the second term. Then 5 big changes in there from feed salon to job creation, 500,000 jobs over 5 years, to revamping the public service architecture, to technology, infrastructure, you know. So the AI and all, we don't see results. Things are happening gradually, and the president is very more determined for left a legacy we will all remember for.
Okay.
So as far as we are concerned, is on the right trajectory, and it will continue for produce results for the country.
They'll continue for the with we Joe CC will go for short break. We'll continue with you on President BOE agenda and alpha. The program Good Morning Salon they continue.
Do you know you can transfer money by airtime and pay all your utility bills in just a minute? You can have access to your account anytime, anywhere. Welcome to the world of fast and easy GT World. With the GT World, you can transfer money from one GT Co account to another, pay utility bills, get account statements, get airtime, and check your balance. With GT World, you can buy Excel anytime, anywhere. You can go to App Store or Play Store on your iPhone and Android devices, download the app, and enjoy. GT Co. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
The program Good Morning Salon will continue, and inside this edition they look at President Bio in first year inside in second term, and we get with now the studio Josie say from the Strategic Communication Unit, Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Before we go for the break, according to you, Mr. Sise, you say President Bio on the right path. Now let's look at the 5 promises we una describe as the 5 game changers. We one get for the fit salon, 2 human capital development, 3 youth employment scheme, 4 revamping the public service architecture, and 5 technology and infrastructure. But we'll take a one step at a time. These are the 5 areas them way President Bio make as a promise. We go focus on as priority for improve and develop the country. Feed salon, when a priority number 1 inside the 5 area of big 5 changer. Which you get for say whose change we don't make so far in achieving this promise to the public.
Yeah, so the feed salon, a lot of interventions don't be made by government for actualize the vision of His Excellency the President. For instance, we able to become food self-sufficient. Now, as a first step, the most critical elements in this project, the feed salon project, now access to finance. So government will ensure access to finance through the central bank. We get a $10 million credit facility where farmers and the access at very low interest rates, and they give them flexibility for pay. So a lot of farmers don't have for access around the through them commercial bank them. Then they access and through the commercial banks.
They don't get some?
Then they access and through the commercial banks. It's a process. Yeah. Okay. Then we also get a matching grant from EU at $7 million. That one is FD. Then of course government don't increase the land under cultivation. It don't more than double from last year. So now we get the land where the under cultivation now is 19,468 hectares. As I said, it don't double from Musa last year. So that tells you where they make significant progress. Then also, we don't support the private sector for produce 2,000 metric tons of certified rice seeds, because in agriculture, seed now important. When the farmer get money, the next thing he needs seed. If the seed not there, you're not able for plant nothing. And for let it be sustainable, una get for produce una own seed. So, because for import seed from out of the country is very expensive. So
in terms of the feed salary way on, you don't mention different in them access to finance, where farmer the way government through the Ministry of Agriculture don't provide. You talk about the matching grant when a $7 million. All in are waiting in a paper or actually a really day in reality, because don't get the Minister of Agriculture, we don't make one thing clear. Say the feed salon day in the stage of irrigation, which simply means that nothing not even started actually.
No, so waiting at the talk show now and which don't start. They are what they tell you about 19,000 hectares, they under cultivation. than they own. Myself, we should I mean a farmer. I get big cassava and granite farm. We present baby sell all go make farm. A lot of people don't hear that call day. Yeah. Plenty people now one way they not get farm the upline.
So
when they go weekend, they see people they go and they farm them.
So in terms
they
of
farm the back government they support.
So in terms of you and other ministers, the way always to say then farmer who's changing they make back to the masses in making sure that access and affordability of local food, I mean, they able to meet to them.
So now we could get the National Farmers Federation, and largely through the National Farmers Federation, government they give support to farmers. Yeah, if you call the Farmers Federation president anytime when I can interview, it go tell you say government don't give them a lot of support, and through seeds, through access to finance, like I don't tell you so, machinery. Yeah, we don't put out a lot of machines that out there, be it harvesters, landing craft, be it tractors, threshers. They all day up there. Oh, don't give it to farmers. The farmers will attest to that one day. And these are the things you need to do. The irrigation way you talk so now medium to long term projects. Now small because it is very expensive, and then eventually we get for Abupan because we get 6 months of rain. Yeah. Now 6 months of rain, we get 6 months of dries. If you have farm for the entire year, you get forget water right through the year. So that's not the essence of irrigation.
So now
for the
irrigation stage the feed salon day right now. Not
it don't take off because if you don't ensure say farmer then get access to money, when then they use for access other farm implements, you don't ensure say that they get seeds, you don't ensure say machine and then for work for them. So which means the project don't take off. Not to preparation now and then again.
Just to say, talk about your farm and President Biobin emphasized ministers and authorities within the government for engaging in farming. How much ministers engage in farming and state authorities stay in farming?
A good number of ministers and top government functionaries they get farm there right now. I can tell you down there for free. A very, very good number. Starting with His Excellency himself. His Excellency, they buy rest from out for it. Now you rest they eat. Now your vegetables where they go, they eat. Yeah. I will say the honorable vice president, other ministers, a lot of ministers.
So that family are for what they eat, not to like for.
No, but they sell surplus. Like me, she don't say me a farmer. The granite cassava how they produce, not to me they eat now for sale.
Generally,
you understand? The rest what they produce now they eat. So many other people that they produce rest now where they eat. Then they produce other things as well, where they sell at the market.
General Josie say President Bio in 1 year in office in his second term. How you can describe him in one word? So far, a very much stay on track. I get the list of achievements now under the 5 big changes. Yeah, now agriculture now starts so. I could come to the other area there. All we get in the way to happen in 1 year, in spite of the challenges. Okay. We don't get with the face with. Continue for stay with we will come back to you. They take we through then success challenges them now President Bill in 1 year administration. Inside the program, as we mentioned earlier, will be the expect for get APC representative. Now the program we don't get Mikailu Kroma from the communications unit of the All People's Congress APC party. Good morning and welcome to the program, Mikailu.
Good morning, Musa. Good morning, 98.1. Thanks for having me.
We look at President Bio in 1 year in office, and we mentioned earlier in the intro, President Bio gets a town hall meeting to say they inform the public, but within they don't achieve so far, and within the challenges and success system inside in 1 year. We get Josie saying at the program, we commodity strategic communications unit, they represent the SLPP at the program, we represent the APC as 2 main political parties them or as the main opposition na the country. How I can describe President Bio in 1 year so far?
President Bio in 1 year in office, thankfully will be the calm a little bit, but I'll be the follow the program. I will listen my brother Josie say the things that we state. I will start for describe this particular administration in the second inning of President Bio as administration where they operate on a stolen mandate to start with. They never win elections genuinely. They rig the process, impose themselves in power, and so now that way they want to start for assessment. They don't based on waiting and make this claim.
Okay. Yeah.
We all know say after the elections, we as main opposition refuse to go to parliament. We refuse for going at the councils, and we establish clearly say the SLPP rigged the elections. We all know say now because of the agreement for national unity, where we go sit down and been to money, we get an internationally mediated dialogue. We know what's in the resolutions of the agreement for national unity, and we all know what the resolution 3 be speak to. Resolution 3 be speak to electoral management bodies for review electoral management bodies, we'll call the tripartite committee. We don't see the recommendations of the tripartite committee. We get 80 recommendations of the tripartite committee. We get the divergent recommendations. APC still states in the report in a non-ambiguous parlance or very clear terms, say we not agree SLPP win the elections, and we demand a rerun of the elections. We equally state the reasons that why we think say they not win the elections. So we operate on the stolen mandate.
Now,
I will premise this discussion.
So now we look at now President Biode in power. The APC get in position, different sectors get their own position. When you talk to the SLPP, they go say they win the election. When you talk to the APC and say President Biode not win the election, that argument could be a debate for another day. But now look at President Biode Day in the leadership for 1 year. How I can describe it in terms of service delivery?
On the 10th, on Tuesday, the 10th of May 2022 at 10 a.m., on the occasion of state opening of Parliament, of the 5th session of the 5th Parliament of the Republic of Sierra Leone, President Biode say these words, and I quote exactly what he said. He said, when I first addressed the Honorable House 4 years ago, the world was at a vastly different place. I brought to this house policies to translate campaign promises into actions, and he go ahead for say a lot. Where be the Cameroon asked Josie say for explain. The first thing with Josie say start, he say now when they take over governance, they meet global crisis. He mentioned the COVID-19 pandemic. He said that they affect them very seriously for make them actually thrive in so far governance concerned. Just yesterday, Joe Biden decides say he not go run again. And when he been they talk to the American people, even though COVID-19 affect them adversely than I affect we, he not put the blame on COVID-19, but rather he state the things that what he don't do when government don't achieve, he catalog them. He say when COVID-19 come, maybe the worst pandemic in the century, then be able to handle and address her. Waiting at the try for say in very simple terms, government when they elect you, your responsibility now for deliver on your manifesto promise. We get natural disasters and man-made disasters which can happen at any time. That is why we get institutions that will be responsible for coordinating and the state institutions and global institutions. So whenever you are asked to give a testimony or for assess yourself, you know for premise, you debate on waiting be don't happen. In fact, other crises that we don't take place in the world. I also listen to Josie say when he talk about the free quality education. He say one of the things that we then do when a great success in the first inning are the free quality education. He talk the intake of Pekin or the enrollment of Pekin at school. I want to establish clearly say to a very large extent the free quality education will be welcome. Any nation will want an educated society, because when you get a well-informed society and educated society, the people they become self-reliant. But I also want to let Josie say no, say to a very large extent the free quality education don't be a lip service. Most of the things that we SLPP been promised in the manifesto regarding the free quality education, for saying that any administrative chiefdom, any section, then go build schools, then go build body homes, at least at any district, we go return to the single shift system. But good things and the way they promise when they're not ever able to achieve. You know, they also been talk say, I mean, the free quality education, then go make conditions of service very good for teachers. All of that, most of them may not be able to achieve. So I don't want them bank on Dandy for things in achievement. I understand. Even in the Global Development Index, whenever they try for rate country, then they look to the enrollment of Pekin in a school. When I 1/3 of that, then they calculate the life expectancy. So when SLPP come, now government when we go rate as a government of Shinka, then Shinka the people then Shinka institutions then where they deal with data, then bring out things that when they think say they go able to manipulate the data for let them always they at a very good standing when it comes to rating, either now the Global Development Index or whatever other barometer you want to use.
Okay.
But this administration don't feel abysmally. Most of the things that when they say they're not able to achieve. If they talk about full self-sufficiency.
We can't go to that, please. We need to go for a break according to we production team. Make Hello Kamara Koroma from the opposition APC and the communication unit with the G in your view. What do you think about President Bio? First time in first year inside second term. Continue for the rituals so they come back to you. Inside the program now, na 10 follow go for a break.
UTB, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you will transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that we call cardless ATM. You, the UTB customer, will send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money na any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for just enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 million loans. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we there for you.
The program Good Morning Salon continue. We will bring this edition come to you this Monday morning. Mina Sapti Yukalon.
And Musa Kamara Namiyu name. Today, inside the edition of the program Good Morning Salon, we look at President Bio in 1 year in his second term. We get Joe Sisi, we represent the SLPP. We don't get the Yontik, and also Kailu Kurma, we represent the APC. Ebinde you take before go for that break. You mean they talk about food self-sufficiency was President Bio in flagship program within the feed salon. Go ahead.
Yes, me brother Joseph said in the state the things that we then don't do as government. He talking about the first time is zeroing on the free quality education when I be the flagship program, and then he can't talk about the second time when feed salon full self-sufficiency as a flagship program. I really talk about the farms then when they construct and the 500,000 jobs when they been promised. I want let me brother and the country say all of that na facade na pretense, things that will not ever exist. Because if government from 2018, the former chief minister David Francis, the former minister of information Raman Soare, and a host of others, they go na farms and they team up, they take photos, they make videos. They say this are the farm there. We see even His Excellency the President been in our farm, a whole okra, and they explain why people need for embark on farming for make sure we able to feed themselves. But unfortunately, things don't just there. Basic okra and a market is there, pepper there. The basic things that all they claim for grow.
You can go market?
I can go market and I can cook. Yes, I can go market and I can cook. And they tell you this, not to just for toxic. I can go market. I can go Congo market. I can go Kuton Road market. I can go market. I can buy. I can cook. I know how things are done there. Yeah. So if you then we brother they actually they do the agriculture like how they claim say they do. I believe say by now things are for difficult, but food business for be addressed. And now they talk about food self-sufficiency, Musa. What is the food self-sufficiency? Now when you able to feed yourself, you left, then you sell out to other people left. Now that's food self-sufficiency. We're not even near it. The 5 big changes when they propagate and then they talk about, I think say not begin to address them first sincerely and honestly.
But according to Josie, say a process, and even the way he talk about the couple way government say then gets a bank for give to farmers, then a process. You don't trust the process?
I don't trust the process. I agree say governance and process. Now let I even take you back to the free quality education. Quite recently, education. You notice say we've been getting about 100 or so thousand picking we then deprived for take the WAS examination. Waiting at the reasons that we're responsible. We see Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara in Parliament be engaged in that debate. Some of you all be robbed mud by that debate. Then picking and they will be for take that examination. Lately, we see where conference of principal hold meeting and then talk say all the principals then they can't do what they call back a check. Because you back your results, not for don't take more than 3 years before you see to us if not government for pay for you. They don't want an influx of the one that we don't see to us for 5, 6, 7 years, come back now the system. That back a check they all, they happen. At the end of the day, the endemic corruption at the education sector is great. They also say that they can't defend them budget. The budget will them present. That budget defense day when they claim say they happen, it not even take place. At the end of the day, now just bribery and corruption. And they see individuals and state institutions we not for embark on them canteen the day they go and they undermine the process.
Okay.
So this
You get evidence for them claim, yeah.
Now I tell you because I get fact of what I say. I know they sit there and talk something I not get fact about. Whatever they say, I must make sure say I don't conduct a very serious study about that day. I cannot sit and make baseless claims.
Michael Koma continue for the way to well. That's now the post will come out from the communication unit, now the opposition party APC. As today inside this edition, Radio Democracy look at President Bill in 1 year, inside in second term. Over to you, Joe Cisse. As he so gets eagerness to come on the mic and respond. According to Minkailo, not towards the process we wanna present to the people on manifestos promises them we wanna make.
Yeah, so my brother saying no, they make baseless claims, but all the claims they make them baseless. And the problem I get with APC, a political comedy. No, but wait, allow me, I beg. You be the talk. No, we are there one council, so just allow me, please. Please allow me. Be civil now, please. Yeah. The problem with APC, political comedians are full of play. Then they always talk in a way, just they cannot aid. Now it begin to talk about stolen mandate. Stolen mandate. This law simple as alone. Go na court, go prove the case. Yeah. Now make it talk say not to us process. We are not to us nothing. This same country will not be the one. We will not get half an iota of evidence which shows anybody who go by election. We still a challenge you now. If we never go pull on a court, we pull a public libel say we will not get that. Now lie no more na the paper. Just beat you now. Please, Musa no lost me train of thought. We will be allowed to talk all kinds of things. Let me self talk. Please, I need for respond to the entire is. Yeah. They conduct election. Una lost election woefully. You did not have any message in that election. President Bio, everywhere he went, he had messages, and a message be very clear. He backed messages on achievements during a first term. Now, based on how many people then elected, you failed woefully, you lost woefully. We will not go court with evidence. When you want to go court, now evidence they go. Because we know say we will not get evidence. That is why you did not go to court. So now left down there was stolen mandate, yeah. The idea of Iran done in a dream all day because we all know in a Supreme Court. Now no more go order Iran in a presidential election. So I don't know sound like the polar idea there. Then you get this other way to go. Who they put blame on COVID-19? Come on, my brother. COVID-19 struck and hit the one over before COVID-19. The battered economy one left. One we don't loot everything in this country. We left a battered economy where we dey struggle with. We don't begin put on track. COVID-19 came and affected us like it did to every other economy in the world. So, but in spite of that one, we record huge successes when President Bill used. Now in campaign, we made the people of this country also be elected resoundingly by the election. Then the free quality education in the top of Naya. The free quality education, it don't leave to waiting we set up for. We don't get more and more picking, and that is one thing we are being hailed for now the world right now. In every statistics where they put in the world, every data they put in the world, Salon they rise up there in terms of education in Africa. So not to una APC who release for that one day. Yeah. Then building schools, you say we not build schools, we not take single shift term. Single school shift term is work in progress, but a lot of schools maybe they double shift okay? Don't go single shift. So Mr. Then the building schools. This government don't build schools past any other government at this country in history. Go and check your data. Yeah. So
according to your data now, almost school on don't bill this administration.
I don't get the data right now. Yeah. But in different parts of the country where schools are not been there, schools are there now. Plenty side. Nobody know what dispute that fact there. Because the more we get picking for class school, the more we ensure say they get accommodation. You understand me? So we don't build more schools with government money and the support of we development partner.
Okay, so now let's go to the other agenda on the Big Five change. I don't do an highlight on the feed salon and everything. Now let's look at the human capital development. In this promise as President Bio in second priority among the big 5 game changer. When you talk about human capital in your own context, what exactly what I mean?
Human capital development. Now everything where they make the motor man better. Yeah. What they eat in well body. And education of the game, particularly for them able to function well and for them able to compete with other citizens.
And when I think I don't do justice to that.
We don't do a lot in that direction. I mean, the data they show, not to me they put the data, even the MCC scorecard. You understand me? One of we strongest achievements on the MCC scorecard, now education. That is what we are being globally acclaimed for. Some of the statistics there, so especially like for the MCC, not to government they provide that data day. Now third parties then get that data, then they collect the data then they internationally credible institutions, then they collect the data then they. You understand me? So then data and they all they point to the fact that we have made significant progress in education.
Joe, in the scale of 10, rate President Bio in second term. On a scale of 10, from 1 to 10.
The second term?
Yes.
So in first year in the second term?
Yeah, it's first year in the second term. That's the debate.
Yes. First year in the second term, 8.5 to 10 because it is work in progress. And the progress that we don't make, I get 10 higher. Now, because it's very clear what you say they do. 5 big game changers. Under each of them one in day, now because we don't get time. You understand me? But achievement that happen, and we don't do a presentation to the public. We capture achievements under them different sides in the last 1 year alone. You understand? So, because it is work in progress, now 8.5 over 10.
So why you not make them complete?
No, we 10 over 10. I tell you, say it is work in progress.
So
this
why most of,
year.
according to Mr.
But if then you sit exam and give 85
Mr.
over 100, not to excel
Koma,
extra one day.
According to Mr. Koma, most of our promises they take time. The process too long. They wonder if people some mango they for able to live foresee and enjoy some of them promises and they.
Well, fine. We know to them. They were in governance for 11 good years. What did they have to show for it? Past the Boku corruption, where show very clearly how they wreck this country. Now a wrecked economy now we inherit. All man know that one day. Yeah, it was 11 years. We President Bill just don't do 6 years. 6 years. We they tell you about what to achieve now education. Health, for instance, where are the other side of human capital development? Look, infant and maternal mortality. What don't bring account right down. You understand? We inside Africa or even in the world, we maternal mortality. It also drops significantly. That everybody that did not just come through magic. It came through various interventions. So this government also don't make. You understand me? Fine.
If they talk about the fight against corruption, we see they accuse the office of the president of corruption, forgery, double dipping in the 2020 audit report, and we see the suspension of the auditor general. What do you can say about these issues and accusations within the realm of power close to the presidency in terms of corruption?
Musa, you shall say allegation.
That's it. That we talk about. No, we talk about the audit reports.
Yes, at the camp. You shall say allegation.
No, audits, yes.
Fine. Audit really not always mean to say people eat money.
So audit reports not trust.
No, wait. At the camp, it goes beyond that. When audit reports come out, now we get institutions where they act promptly, like the ACC, they act promptly for ensure say audit recommendations. They come to fusion for correct them small thing a day. When the Public Accounts Committee back in the Parliament said they act swiftly for ensure say that thing a day. That even the Ministry of Finance, if they give you money, the audit recommendations come or audit reports come, it shows say you get certain money the way you supposed to account for. Ministry of Finance, not they just grab and give you the next allocation. Then they see say you really try for correct. So basically, what I try for talking now, you the measure office of the president. Also, office of the president are people in the work day. You understand? Now public servants not in the work day. Ministries, departments, and agencies now public servants there not in the work day. Yeah, not only the president they do a own job in terms of accounting, procurement, and all that. No, they can't. And if for make this clear, we people when they listen to we let them understand what all of this is about. You understand me? Now, most all these issues get for do with procurement issues to a very large extent. They get for do with misplacement of documents and all that in there. And the people that working responsible for that in the day, most times not they be politicians. You get accountants at their institutions, you get procurement people at their institutions, you get other people that got other responsibilities. Where auditors they come and you get HR people. Where auditors they come, and then people and they responsible for certain things. These are people, some of them even serve 3-4 governments.
So you just say if governments really want fight corruption, say now they therefore don't set example.
Who's that?
Office of the President where they're accused of double dipping, forgery. Therefore, don't see them investigate or set people aside in terms of investigation, but that not happen.
No, Musa, the ACC and the Public Accounts Committee in Parliament, now then they deal with audit issues and corruption issues. You understand me? When after audit report don't come on, they can do further investigation. But the ACC boss every year after audit report in the whole press conference, they highlight the issues and then begin investigate people and take action against them.
Okay.
So if at the end of the day, they call it allegation and an allegation. So if at the end of the day they do further investigation, they prove the allegation, action is definitely being taken against people. And I don't tell you that one a day. For the Minister of Finance, we go hold you next allocation until you do thing away for clear you name that the audit report to the Public Accounts Committee in Parliament. Now they see Parliament, they summon people there frequently.
Okay.
Then they go there, then they go take them to tax for 2 days for do audit. Would they see anti-corruption commission, they prosecute people. So I mean things are happening. Nobody is having a field day where audit reports come on. No, sir.
Okay, Justice continue for the with we. Justice come out at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. A day they give a young view, but what do you think about President Bio in 1 year and second time? Continue for the with we as now. We go for a break.
Any hour where you sleep and wake, you dey ask yourself, wetin GT Bank get for we again? Well, GT Bank gladly for tell you say anybody can do MoneyGram and real money service na any GT Bank branch near you and receive gift wey go make you at gladly. E no mean say pass you be GT Bank customer o. E like you not to customer na the bank, just waka go na any GT Bank branch near you and do you real money or MoneyGram service and receive fine gift from GT Bank. GT Bank, it go better you bank with me.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. Inside this edition today, Radio Democracy they look at President Bio in 1 year inside second term. Between at the studio, we get two gentlemen. And when they come over to the possibly come from the opposition APC, Minkailo Koroma, we be they look at the second priority among the big five we get for the human capital. And according to Mr. Cisse, human capital, I talk about making sure that all individuals in the country live a better and advanced life. For make sure so you get team for each, you live well and everything. In your words or description, what you will say about that second promise the way they, among President in 5 priority area, the way they call the big 5 game changers?
You see, I will address human capital, but I get a lot of other things where I want to talk about. Joseph say don't refer to we as political comedians and also a lot of things. I'm not going to go to a statement now, but towards my conclusion, I will respond to some of the things that we see.
Okay.
Now, human capital development, what do you mean by that? They actually, now where you build the capacity of your citizens then. To an extent that then will be self-reliant. Somebody will get a capacity for establish a private owned institution for himself. Be an entrepreneur, be an innovator. Do things the way you know go just sit, don't say that government they can't create employment for me. Because the world over, government's not able to employ everybody. The majority of the people in most countries now the private sector they absorb them. Now the private sector they create employment for them. But you as government get for make sure say the people capacity, build, not only get for be through formal education, we get other means then for build the capacity. Now that makes that will be the design, the curriculum. We'll talk about the technical side of it. Where if you know you go through university education, you go na tech book, acquire skill, where will give you employment and make you self-reliant. So that is all human development capital day about. And this government don't propagate and so much, but to know they see the much needed improvement regarding human capital development. I think say the Joseph say go one for say back now work in progress. But that is what human capital is. So now let me proceed. Now, I want to let you know, say, in this second term of President Bio, in first 1 year, we get serious problem with the economy. The economy not the thrive. That now one. Human rights are being violated at an unprecedented scale. Very recently, we see the bar situation being get election na Kenema, how that election come out, how you know come out, we all see. Una journalists, they wanna cover the program. Then also called an extraordinary or an emergency general meeting at Brookfield Hotel. We'll see where they go send Agassi, even though they don't get authority from court, there is no court order to prevent them from gathering. We see already happen. That now for tell you say human rights are being violated at an unprecedented scale. But when you come to assessing Sierra Leone in terms of human rights, you go see the report, then go write fine thing. Now that make us say SLPP na Shinka government and then they play with the data very seriously. The other one, corruption is becoming endemic by the order of the day. We all see waiting they happen at this country. Quite recently, they say President don't receive reports for remove the Auditor General after the tribunal been concluded. He don't send that report to Parliament. But unfortunately, except otherwise, una journalists there might not read that report. But the report is not out there for public consumption. I think say that report day for day now the public. Now we all read that and see details of her as to how they arrive at that conclusion day. I think say for expose the president in office, say that they do things that were not correct, when acts of corruption, for expose the first lady in office, not amount to somebody not being professional. I think say that reporting for be made public. Lord, we all see them, Lord read them, and Lord make your own conclusion. We also see under this regime environmental degradation. It did at a scale where not ever happen. We see recently the mayor of Freetown, I see he writes something we share. He say when it comes to controlling the drainage, it's in an SLRA work. Where it comes for building permits, who's possible for put structure, who's enough for put now the Ministry of Lands they work dandy. We get various other institutions who are responsible for various things, although they can collaborate. But when it comes to sanitation, now the council is responsibility. So if them people are not to collaborate and not to do the things the way they for do, the country will always get problems in terms of disaster.
No, Minka, you don't point out plenty challenges and shortfalls.
I am yet to conclude, but I will listen.
Yes, you don't point out plenty challenges and shortfall in the government. If we talk about successes, what are the success you go point at within the present bill in first 1 year?
Well, I don't get any success so I go point out. The only thing we don't do collectively as Sierra Leoneans, one thing we don't succeed for do, government is not only SLPP. Let us know this clearly. Government is collective, both SLPP and the opposition, and we the citizens. Now we make government. What we don't succeed for do, now for keep the peace of this country. No matter what thing don't happen, we say the rig election, we grumble, but Sierra Leoneans are too exposed to a point that they know they take the laws at their hands. So what we don't succeed for do, Musa, you don't ask a question collectively as government. That is why if you now meet this, you don't at the table for negotiate the agreement for national unity. I'm not going to say government of Sierra Leone versus the All People's Congress Party. I go say APC versus SLPP because APC belongs to government. There is an arm of government called the legislative arm. We get very adequate representation at the legislative arm. There is a local government. We get very adequate representation at the local government. And we as opposition also they contribute to governance. So it should have been APC versus SLPP. Now therefore signed that agreement day. So it was a mistake in the first place.
So if the success attributed to all Sierra Leoneans, what about the challenges of the government and shortfalls?
What is government? Government actually is a machinery of individuals, elected by the people, empowered by the constitution to carry out the day-to-day affairs of the state. So the first responsibility for failure is then at the hand of the executive arm, because then they call the shots. The president is the fountain of honor and commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Republic of Sierra Leone. The president, I no more get prerogative of mercy. You understand? I ain't get diplomatic immunity. So now even for hold accountable or responsible if he thinks they're not to go right how they're supposed to go.
Okay. If for instance,
I still have a lot of points to advance.
So advance the point then quick before we.
No, you've been
so
Michael, now there is also a complete state. There is also a complete state capture. Let us know that. I see something very funny that happened at this country. Now these are the reports. These reports of the tripartite committee 9 days so before me. APC make abundantly clear when it comes to the divergent recommendations so make. But at the end of the day, we'll see this report, Chief Minister, I watch on TikTok. He said they don't call institutions where they name na this report. They don't give them the report for let them review and let them see how they will address the concerns wey people raise. But ECSL, the one they will create the problem. You go give them back report for let them address the issues. They go address am. NCRA go address am. That is the question.
Okay.
Now, law not make this still like the Nuremberg trial after the Second World War. Countries that will win the war, now they come back, they set up a trial for trial and comping them. And that will make the League of Nations fail. Will lead we to the United Nations organization. No, than the so state capture is too great. I mean, I get beaucoup points up to you.
Okay, we need to go for a break. We need to go for a break. That I mean, Kylo Koroma from the Communication Department at the main opposition APC party. Continue for the with we as now inside the program. Now time follow shake body and take music.
Say we ain't boss, but them BP say we ain't skunk. Then they are, then they yonder. Tomorrow then they so. Then give it in tattoo with them political osusu. Then they are, then they yonder. Tomorrow then they so. So watermelon politics. So watermelon politics. Them bandana green, the inside na red. Politician a bigger war for the political show. Hosanna, Hosanna, crucify, crucify. Pass up the same feather. Now they all they flock together from the days of Pasadai to the days of Mumusumu. So as you sit on the power, one place no one at the tower. But the same yuki, we make salon up and kill a key. Politician and a spider, so they bomb with like a tiger. They make some we above some with constitutional propaganda. As they join the Osusu, taking back the double Usu. Change color like Comiel, or the jam with double express. The BP say we ain't boss, or the BP say we ain't skunk. Then they are, then they yonder. Tomorrow then they so. Then give it in tattoo with them political osusu. Then they are, then they yonder. Tomorrow then they so. So watermelon politics. So watermelon politics. Then bandana green, the inside na red. Politician a bigger war for me political show. Hosanna, Hosanna, crucify, crucify. What shall it profit a man to gain the soul while and lose his soul? What a day of joy when we shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. We go beat pan them. We go not drum pan them. We shall overcome someday. Grab losses sucking blood. And they keep passion like canker worm. Jibanji and a fiki. And they keep passion like canker worm. Then they wappy and a yummy. And they keep passion like canker worm. Olu papa and a wangos. And they keep passion like canker worm. So watermelon politics.
Indeed, so watermelon politics. That's the song we play, and that's the song entitled "Way That Decide Do For." We hope so you don't get a message inside that song. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We will bring and come to you this Monday morning. May not up to you, Kalon.
And Musa Kamara Naminim. Inside today's edition of the program, we look at the first year of President Bill in second term in office. We get Minkailu Koroma from the All People's Congress APC party, and we get Josie C, where they represent the Salon People's SLPP party. Now the program, they know they get them different points them inside the program. Good morning, Salon. We continue for look at more issues. We go inside the Salon Correctional Service don't go supervise them different infrastructure them we they do now what Salo Kaila on Freetown and different parts of the country for reduced overcrowding and then different holding facility them way for separate gender, meet international standard and other one them. Well, for more on this we join Fatimata Samura.
Inside 2014, the Salon Prison Service be changed to Correctional Service through the Correctional Service Act, wey replace the Prison Ordinance Law of 1960. The mandate of the Correctional Service na for give strength to the justice system, also dem can keep and reform people wey the court can find guilty of crime, except the one wey dey tinap trial. Overcrowding na one part the big challenge dem wey this sector don dey get, wey make the leadership of the Correctional Service dey work now for solve the infrastructure challenge.
Cells that we don't build them for a very long time. Most of them, they're not they go in line with the emerging threats now with the crime rate. The crime rate don't increase. So as the crime rate don't increase, we dey get more people there into centers there. So if we not try for build more centers, or if we not try for expand, we will get overcrowding, we will be dangerous. And we don't want anything will happen into our cells, we will be catastrophic. So now we could decide say, let's do some expansion, let's get some structures so that we go use that one day for decongest some of the prisons there.
Dat na Brigadier General Sheikh Suleiman Masakoy, the Acting Director General na Salon Correctional Service. They talk about the need for the building them, wey dem dey do across Salon. Usai Colonel Masakoy continue say na government dey fund this project and then they build them facility na different parts na Salon.
One, we get the administrative building where they na Freetown. We get another one, two where they Waterloo. Because why I say two, we get the male and the female. So now two they Waterloo. So if you check on three, they will get two now Moyamba. Because the female they Moyamba, they will get the male. So 5. Then you get the fence there where they go round. The perimeter fence there, we get one at Kono, then we get one at Kailanwaya. That now for just reinforce the fence there where they dey for security reasons.
Brigadier Masakoy believe say them building go reduce the infrastructure and overcrowding challenge wey dem dey face now. But how? The inspection of the facility be start na Freetown and end na Kainau. Usai the contractor them say the Correctional Service management to the facility and how far they don't go.
Yeah, well, this my fence for as you said, then I had the corridor SLCS Correctional Center already existing fence be the inside, but the project called for a double fence. So now they do so now. And this fence, as you see, is higher than what we did inside before, right? And not finished yet. But this height where this is so now that the final height from this we get a beam, then we get a razor wire. The height around about 17 feet this now.
All them projects for done early 2025. But how the contractor then they work or make deadline and how guarantee them building their day. And I say Masaye, now the engineer for one of the project them talk to Radio Democracy.
If you look at the foundation, this one is unique. May they tell the government here, they give them guarantee. More than 50 years, in fact, because I've been and beyond waiting at the BOQ. Why? Now based on the type of soil we meet. Yeah, you see the foundation, now a reinforced concrete foundation we take a 1 meter below the ground, not what it is so now. This is now what it above the ground. We go down 1 meter, a reinforced concrete. Now then you see the spacing, the column is waiting 16 millimeter diameter iron rod with a 3/8. Now use a startup. So everything there the first class.
The management of the Correctional Service promise for monitor them project for say then done on time and guarantee. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Fatmata Samora the report.
From that report today, the program Good Morning Salon they continue, and this edition today we look at President's bio in 1 year, inside in second term, and we get two gentlemen with two we don't take with you on this particular topic of discussion. Inside the program now they bring in Joe Cisse. We get a point for Mick, especially on the human capital development. Mr. Cisse?
Yes. So I want to go through them very quickly. Human capital development will do with health, education, working agriculture. So you see, under the health side of human capital development, we don't build a state-of-the-art hospital. Yeah, now normally 142 beds. Yeah, inside this 1 year, all this what they talk now inside this 1 year. We don't build 6 new peripheral health units, PHUs, completed in Bombali, na Masongo, and Mara, Potloko, na Petifu, and Matoy, and Karine, na Katia. Yeah, we don't do 12 therapeutic oxygen plants. We don't install hospitals in both Kanama, Bombali, and Fita. Inside this 1 year. Inside this 1 year, we don't set up a national public health agency. Where now they know so public health issues we done before Ebola, Corona, all that. So now we don't put an institution, establish an institution where we able for tackle and the way the impact will not feel like get more. We don't get 6 maternity theaters rehabilitated in Freetown. PCMH, na Falaba Mongo, and Bondapi, Kono, Yengema. Yeah, inside this 1 year no more. We don't complete the construction of a new midwifery school na Kenema. All inside this 1 year. Inside this 1 year, we don't recruit 1,750 new doctors, nurses, other medical people. Yeah. So this is now human capital development at the table soon. Then inside this 1 year, we don't under human capital development, yeah, the Kono University would establish that one day, and would already get a student the way or start for the various courses. So all this happening inside just this 1 year.
Just is talking about human capital development. You are aware of the Human Capital Development Index 2023 we World Bank and partners then do. We said they rank Salon 165 out of 174 countries.
Well, pass you tell me this now. Me now where me say we go check me. I will go check
you know aware of that report.
I will go check that data later on.
Okay, we need for go for a break, and now time for listen to walk about inside this edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Just say continue for the way to inside the program.
Another morning again. Monday man, Monday, Fambook. I say some people there, man. I say some people there. I say, look what that this is going on. I say, all that this is going on. I say, all that is a chance. I thought that you get confidence, man. Hey, I tell the amount of people the world that this is the freedom. All that you go before you talk to, I will not get this, that for the next election 2028. How they bring Kikata na the country now, so waiting. But again, I just think in a man we want blowing cover man or think that they want sleep na the cold weather. I say you getting rich man, I say you getting rich. Because she in a cold place, very cold place na the ground. They get constant AC. Even from the ground, now they see the begin go. I say some money, and you can just wonder if not big people there why I say we country don't matter the vasbo. Pabu there say I say you see. Walking the talk say with people them, I all this country fine. We were there, now you the price loan. I say people not to understand man. I say people not to know. That you fishing a country. I say, I see.
And support government programs them. As you say, government's now collaborative efforts.
Yes, Musa. Thank you very much. You know, like I say, government, first of all, now continuity. Aside it being a collaborative effort, government is also continuity. What did that mean? That where we've been the left in 2018, we'll give an handing over note to President Bill. We catalog all what you do, how many country, the level at which you left them. The economy, the shape at which you've been there, and how we left them. It's been very great. All there. Although Josie say, they say, we left an abysmal economy, we loot the economy, but we'll come to that later. We, as an opposition, they contribute immensely at the local government level and at parliament because now they participate in governance. we dey give alternative views to government, and we dey do everything possible for help shape policies of government and for put government at them toes for make them do the right thing, and that make a day in the first place. Otherwise, for just don't left SLPP for council and get a field day, lie by the people them, and then go believe all the lies then wait and go lie. Now, I also want to say in this 1 year of President Bill, one thing we will all know to pay attention to now that we get a rubber stamp parliament. SLPP imposed themselves forget the majority in a parliament, then they take any kind of bill to parliament, and even if the bill tell you say at first votes now 2/3 majority, we're not able to get you get other processes then. Now you see the Criminal Procedure Act of 2024 or so. We see they don't remove the juror, trial by juror. They don't pull up. In most cases, it help for guide the judiciary in the decisions that they make when it comes to criminal matters. A lot of people don't talk, say that thing they don't forget presidential accent. The president not for sign up, even if it didn't index, if I refer to parliament. Although in the Criminal Procedure Act, we get other beautiful things and they will address the entire practice now the country, but that particular attempt they for pull the juror system that we lost, correct, and therefore address it immediately. Now, law also knows say when it comes to the economy, we foreign exchange reserve don't drop significantly as to how it been there. All that the government know they talk about, and then they talk about the things that we then they talk in our achievement. The foreign exchange reserve don't drop to a point that it very much worrisome. We'll need for address immediately. As of January 2024, it's about 104 million United States dollar. When you compare to how it been there previously, which was about 127 million United States dollar in 2023. So therefore look down there and try for address that immediately. Now we also need for no say liability. All they pay to IMF in more than we assets. We pay too much because of we're so much indebted. We need for know that day. We are also not receiving much donor support, especially to budgetary allocation. Like how they receive and trade, them money that they know they can. So governments rely for even borrow money from the domestic market for even pay salaries. We need for know that day. Quite recently, we get a permit of about $66 million way for come up from the World Bank for come to budgetary support and other things that the government they do. In fact, that money the government not get itself, they don't begin to use them. When they not get it, they borrow money with the hope that we get forget this money. We need for look at denting and day very seriously. The exchange rates, somebody go say inside this 1 year is stable first. The exchange rate stable inside this 1 year is stable first. Then now something where you as an analyst for be very factual about, although if you don't increase to a point above 2 million, but it's stable at that point inside this 1 year. Law also know that they clear. Now, yes.
Mikhail, we round up the program now. Una as the opposition, what do you expect from government for improve the living standard of the people as we round up?
Yeah, well, government is elected, for make them maximize the welfare of the people. So government will do everything possible for ensure say the living standard of the people is maximized. One, government will address the economy. We will actually address taxation on basic essential commodities. Most people like the grumble say the tax the way then they pay na wataki iboku by some basic essential commodities. We make businessmen and they increase the prices of them basic commodities and they. So now one area where government will address. But my brother Josie say been talking a lot of things there. First of all, he say we na political. He say we na political comedians. I go look a whole political party, the best, the biggest in this country. You refer to we as political comedians. Also, in that regard, all the things Josie say been talk. I left and first now I don't count to him. Yeah,
but we not get better time again.
Yeah, we not get better time, but I get for allow me for respond.
But you not able to respond to all according to the program time for end. So
you can make them fast.
So now, yeah, let me make them fast. Now they stop because no, that like I don't done. Now Josie say our then no say then SLPP government has celebrated mediocres. In fact, all what they do now mediocrity at the highest level. Let them know that they clearly. He said we lost election hopefully in 2018. President Bill win by less than 2%. You know what's in a woeful loss? Where is a woeful loss? He win by less than 2% margin. Where the votes then? Even the votes that we been there for Alaba, where them they count the votes then. parentarily and others, they say first, and they go buy bread, they go take no kind the other money. If you all them votes them because SNPP not forever win the election. So now less than 2%.
Okay.
And what una succeed for do as SNPP, una infiltrate ECSL, una plant una cronies there and tribesmen and they and at the end of the day,
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We don't get time, please, Mr. Kuruma.
Now last data in this report, when are the tripartite recommendation report, APC, we don't clearly say we hold the view that SLPP not win the election, would demand for a rerun of the election. They will say it will be facilitated by the ECOWAS.
Thank you. That's going to be a debate.
When they talk about that, now the 80 recommendations and no more they talk about. The divergent recommendations and they inside this report because they're very important. We need for address it.
That's going to be a debate for another day. Plenty thank you, Kailu from the All People's Congress APC party. Just to say you round up statements. What are the message to the people of Sierra Leone in President Bio?
Please, Mr. Dasen, 3 minutes or so. Now don't give me.
You can begin respond now, please.
Yes. Naime can say then a comedian because for talk about we won election, not a possibility. So not a possibility. It's out of this world. So make I work quickly. Yeah, we na development we dey talk about now. We don't build a state of the art bus terminal alumni. We don't increase air frequency from 37 to 47. Other technology and infrastructure there are so. We don't build 6 megawatt solar plants and new thing where they able for daylight. We don't build expansion. We don't expand evacuation capacity from 80 megawatt to 116. We don't. So let's just go quickly to wheel development project here. The MCC board approved for $80 million for it because of good governance, good governance ability. We don't attract $412 million financing. Remember that gas plant where they can put here. We now waiting the case Salongo before the member. This quite recently we don't go secure another $840 million play.
So generally, waiting the project from government.
So all them here, and family know say
just
the president don't know. Then
people expect
over 130 kilometers of roads they under construction and rehabilitation across the country inside just this 1 year. So once you have for left family know that this president they work, this government they work, and quickly let's just respond to one or two things. So Mikael will say for round up. The economy is getting back on track. Indicators are very clear on that. Instead of allude to the fact say the exchange rate don't stabilize, the economy don't stabilize, inflation don't begin to up. Yeah. Then he said human rights violation. The Human Rights Commission will say we still maintain with grade A status. Then if they talk say corruption endemic. Well, corruption endemic according to you, but all the global
manipulate the data.
Statistics they can
apply some civility.
It's just say we do well in the fight against corruption. We don't listen to that man. Then the audits, of course, he say the audit report. The law very clear on what they happen to. No, sir. I need for now, please. At least we begin 3-4 minutes. Let's get plan.
Even I don't do so. We not be able to because of time. What did the people expect from President Bio government going further in 30 seconds?
Okay. President Bio left a legacy where this country will remember for when for transform this country entirely and give a better life to the people of this country. And it did do under a big 5 agenda.
Thank you.
You understand? And our family no say tomorrow is the D-Day. His Excellency the President.
Thank you very much.
Go then at Tumani Conference Center 2 o'clock. He will engage the nation. For the first time, it is unprecedented on all NTS.
Thank you very much. This is the edition of the program Good Morning Saloon, and thank you, Menkailu Kowa. Thank you guys for that joining Saturday edition of the program. We will look at President Bio We will look at President Bio in 1 year in his second term. I will could be get Josie say that the program from the Saloon People's Party, and also Menkailu Koma will be the represent the All People's Congress APC party. They don't get a you take them inside the program as soon as safe listen inside the 1 hour 30 minutes. Please thank you guys, gentlemen, for joining me inside the edition of the program Good Morning Saloon. Please thank you to the production team. So till then, Musa Kamade say bye bye.
And it's up to you, Kalonde say stay tuned to this frequency and goodbye.
Stay tuned to Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. That not the Good Morning Salon team. We become the Good Morning Salon program. So stay tuned. Not gonna say, family will apologize that the news no will come up. But let me just get a brand new song done by Steady Bongo. It asks you why war.
I just sing this song for us.